certainly many of us, and certainly when we consider those we love, this is unfortunately far more normative than exceptional. And so we would design differently, and we would care differently, and we would respond differently. Last slide, please, or next slide, please. So when we think about this, I think it's really important to think about well-being, which often is again thought of as individually, as sort of ethereal, to recognize that people take up space, and the space that we take up really determines our access to well-being. It's not just what happens after we interact with that space, it's how we experience. If I'm in a space where I feel like I don't belong because of the statues or because of something else going on, right? That's my experience of the space that might be different from somebody else's, but that is my influence, is my access to well-being. And then we have to think about how other people make meaning of us in space, their understanding of us and their understanding of themselves. I'm going to bring this to life with my last slide, please. And we'll circle back to this and how it connects with bias a little bit later, I think. So on your left, you see a very messy bedroom. And on your right, you see a very messy bedroom. And I would invite everybody on this webinar to think about the assumptions that you make about the person or people inhabiting these spaces based on what you see in these images. Because independent of the behavior of the individuals that are in there, if you have been socialized in this country, if you've been socialized in the West, you are really likely to make assumptions that the left-hand side is the folks there are more deviant and different, and on the right-hand side, they're centric. And you will, if you are a first responder, if you are someone who doesn't know the folks that are there, that may influence how you respond as well. And the zip code that these places occur in may have implications for the person who's taking a 988 call or a 911 call. So this is what I mean by the space. This is not just about the people living in this space. It's about the assumptions that any of us make about that is deeply informed by the background in which behaviors occur. This is inside, it happens outside, etc.